Have you ever wondered who crafts the colorful, beautiful, hidden object scenes in June's Journey? Let's meet the makers behind the magic, interviewed by fellow player Barbara.
Hi, Barbara.
Hi,
nice to meet you.
I watched several of your videos of how you started with Pearl's Pearl in the beginning.
Yes.
So I have a lot of questions for you. So you said that the writers come up with something and then you come up with what the scene will look like. Do you ever reverse that? Do you come up with this great scene and say, write a story for this?
The way our pipeline works is it's always writing first. They're actually months ahead of us. They've written the story and it's been written for months by the time the artists get to it. So we're briefed by the writers. It's a little bit back and forth, and sometimes we do change the writers' minds on certain things, but we will normally make thumbnails for the concepts, and then the writers will take a look and give feedback. So sometimes we say to them, let's change the clue for this instead. Like, how about this? Instead of a coin, something tiny, how about we make it something bigger? So we do change things around sometimes, but yeah, normally it's writing at the very beginning. We know you guys know how to play a hidden object scene, so we don't want to make them super easy. We also don't want to make it too hard, because I know some of them can be quite tricky.
It's not on the walls, it's not on the ceiling, it's not on the floor. It's out the window.
It's in the mirror, yeah.
It's in the mirror.
Somewhere completely unexpected. So that is on purpose. That's the thing. Some of them are a little bit illogical, but in general, we try to make them logical. We do try to make them like places where players would think, okay, where would there be an aeroplane? It should be in the sky, but maybe it's a toy. Maybe it's on a shelf or a table. So the way it starts for item placement is usually the writers will say, okay, this is in a cafe, so we should only have cafe-related objects. We shouldn't have any sports gear unless it's a sports bar or something like that. In general, we try to be very careful about the items that are in the scenes. And,
did you go to Parisian bistros and bakeries because like, I want to just keep clicking on that loaf of bread, and I just want that bread so bad. Some of them look so real, you almost smell yourself in the bakeries.
We talk about this a lot. Sometimes when we're traveling, we do go somewhere and say, this looks just like a June's Journey scene, and take photos and use it as reference.
Creating a scene, how long from the moment that you're handed, how long does it take then to create that? And would you get more detail than that?
So we tend to also get briefed on the story. So not just the location, but also, you know, Jack and June are here for this reason. They're meeting with so-and-so. It's this time of day. The mood is like romantic and it's evening. So like we get this kind of information, which then allows us to firstly go off and research. So we'll gather all the references. And then usually what we do first is we make thumbnails. So it's like rough versions of the scene, and we tend to do about 2 of them. It usually takes maybe 2 to 3 days roughly, but then they do the color version. And
that looked intense.
Yeah, again, it depends on how the artist works, but usually about 5 days, so about a working week to make a concept. Yeah.
The concept, but...
The concept, yeah. The final one,
finished?
Completely finished, about 2 months.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, Bonneville's house at night in Paris. That piece that you did is spectacular.
Oh, thank you very much.
And you can see the people, and there's someone in the kitchen and in a window, and that's amazing.
Yeah, oh, I'm so glad to
hear you like
that.
The bricks, everything. It's just, the game is just amazing.
Thank you.
Astrid, thank you so much.
Thank you very much for visiting. It was lovely to meet you.
Keep making more pictures so I can get lost in them.
Oh, brilliant. We will. Yeah.